And today, yes, it is Earth Day, April 22nd. Joining me now is Energy Secretary Chris Wright. Mr. Secretary, what's the message from the White House this year? Surely it's not, let's save the planet.
Let's save the humans on the planet, and by doing that, the environment will benefit as well. Look, a wealthy, successful society gets cleaner air, cleaner water, and better lives for everyone in it. When we start deciding that humans are just collateral damage and there's some mystical needs that only the prophets can understand of the planet, and we pursue those directions, everyone loses, environment and humans.
According to a new report, 66% of new electricity generating capacity came from solar energy. Texas led the charge in solar installations. But we hear that the White House wants to slap tariffs of up to 3,500% on solar panels made in Southeast Asia. American manufacturers wanted this tariff, but if those tariffs go into effect, solar panels become much more expensive, don't they?
Yeah, they'll be made in the United States. We already make solar panels in the United States, and of course we can make more of them. China has tried hard to dump product at below their cost because European nations, Western nations are spending tons of money on this. They want to control that supply chain. But Stuart, you said 67% of electric generating capacity. That's very different than 67% of electricity generation, or particularly electricity generation at peak demand. If you subsidize something, people will do a lot of it.
It was 66%, but that's not the point here. It's 66% new capacity. Okay, Mr. Secretary, there's growing support in Congress for clean energy tax credits. Is that something the White House is going to get behind?
I think not. I think it's a big mistake. That term clean energy is just a marketing term. There's no clean energy. All energy sources involve trade-offs. Solar and wind take over 100 times more land, 10 times more steel and cement and heavy materials to produce. There's no clean energy. There's just different trade-offs. And they're not renewable either. But these variable weather-dependent energy sources are heavily subsidized, which means there's jobs to build those things in certain communities, and politicians think that feels good. But at the end of the day, the result of them has been more expensive electricity in the United States, less reliable grid, and the continual outsourcing of energy-intensive jobs out of our country. Like, this is absolutely the wrong direction, and President Trump got elected to stop that nonsense, bring back common sense. People want affordable products. They want reliable electricity. They want manufacturing jobs in the United States. It's just common sense.
Before you were confirmed, you talked frequently about the positives of global warming, that global warming can actually be a good thing. You want to repeat that?
Yeah, I always talk about the trade-offs of it. Yes, CO2 is not a pollutant. It's plant food. We've increased it 50% in the atmosphere, and for 40-plus years, the planet is greening. Deserts are shrinking, agricultural productivity is up, grasslands and forests are growing faster than before. That's absolutely a positive. 10 times more people die of the cold every year than die of the warm. So a little bit warmer planet means a little less risky for human beings. Of course, there's positives to global warming, and there's negatives too. But let's just be sober and honest about it. It's not a quasi-mythical, we treat it as a religion, and everyone's going to die in 10 or 20 years. Nothing in the data, nothing in the science shows anything like that. I want to be climate informed, not climate alarmist, not climate deny, just climate informed. That's the Trump administration.
Is the Green New Deal absolutely dead?
The Green New Deal should be dead, and we're doing everything we can to kill it. But as you mentioned, politicians love candy. If there's a subsidy in place and it brings money spent in their state, they think it's good. Regardless of the long-term impacts, those short-term expenditures of those dollars feel good. But that's how we got in the budget trouble, right? We spend today $1.30 for every dollar we spend in taxes. If you did that in your household, you know disaster's coming. But today, it feels good. We're spending a lot of money. But that's the kind of stuff we have to stop. We have to reverse. President Trump and his administration are doing everything they can to reverse that tide. But that's hard to do, for sure. And Congress controls the purse strings. I personally hope all subsidies for all kinds of energy get ended. That's the only way you can drive down prices and reduce the growth of government.
Mr. Secretary, Chris Wright, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We do hope to see you again, and soon. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Stuart.